favorite piano teacher, Miss Cece, and welcome back to Miss Cece's Classroom, and welcome back to another hashtag Working Wednesdays. You guys can see from the title of this video, I'm going to tell you guys why you shouldn't put your child in piano lessons or music lessons in general. So for today's Working Wednesdays, I wanted to give you guys a little advice. This is specifically for my parents that are thinking about putting their child in extracurriculars that involve music, piano, band, and things such as that. This is advice that I have gotten from not only being a teacher, but also being a student and being someone that has had a lot of experience with dealing with parents who want to put their children in piano lessons, who have children in piano lessons or any type of music lessons. Now this won't be a very long, drawn out video. We're going to keep it short and sweet, nice and neat. I'm just going to be giving you guys my top 3 reasons. Again, I said these reasons are for my parents who want to put their child in some type of music lessons or piano lessons. So let's get going. Reason number 1, you should not put your child in piano lessons or music lessons if you do not plan on being an active parent. I feel that my parents don't grasp how serious it is to have a 3-way relationship between the parent, the student, and the teacher, especially when it comes to music lessons. So the thing about taking music lessons is always about, practice and being disciplined and, being determined. When children are relatively young, around, like 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8, around that age, they're very young and their attention spans are not capable of being disciplined enough to know that they need to practice every single day. Now, as their teacher, it is my job to encourage them every time I see them that you need to be learning the music, you need to be practicing the music. But however, most teachers only see their student 1 to 2 times a week. You're the parent, you see them every day. So this is where, we start working together, Having that understanding and that communication between the parent, student, and teacher is very important for that, for that child's progression as a musician. So honestly, if you don't plan on being that type of parent, if you're the type of parent where, you just try to put the entire load on the teacher on helping your child, don't waste anybody's time. Reason number 2, if you are a relentless, unwavering, unbearable helicopter parent, stay away, stay away, go away, go away, go away. Go away. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now, for my folks that don't know what a helicopter parent is, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't necessarily want to take the time to explain it right now because helicopter parents get me heated like nothing else. But I'm going to put the definition somewhere in this video for you. So just take the time to read it. You finished reading yet? Okay, good. Now let's get into it with these parents. Guys, if you're going to be a helicopter parent, don't put your child in piano lessons. Don't put that burden on teachers like that. It's obvious that you care about your child's well-being and everything, but some parents overstep their boundaries between the student and teacher relationship, which is a real relationship that should, for me personally, I keep relationships like that confidential, unless it is something where my student is harming themselves or harming others, or it's something that I can't help with as a teacher. There's just certain things between the student and the teacher that I feel that a parent does not necessarily need to know, especially like when you're in the teaching setting, because I've had experience with parents that like to sit in on the piano lessons, which I do not allow anymore. Let me get that out there. And it makes the child very uneasy. Quick story time, I want to tell you guys about my worst experience with a helicopter parent, just to illustrate to you guys how I cannot deal. So a while back, I had a student that I was teaching, a little itty bitty girl. She was the cutest thing, and her mother was a bona fide helicopter parent. I honestly think that woman didn't trust me with anything. She didn't even trust me to teach her child, and she the one that wanted to be the teacher. Having a lesson, and this was kind of like when I was teaching kind of earlier, where I didn't necessarily mind the parents sitting in, I didn't mind them sitting in at all. And I had her, she came in and she sat and she invited herself, but I wasn't really thinking about it that much. She invited herself, and I remember the little baby girl, she made a mistake, and her mother, why did that lady do this? She was like, what are you not getting? What are you not getting? And I was like, you can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, the little girl was having issues with this one section. Now, my patience was wearing a bit thin, I'll be honest, because we had spent a great amount of time, and I was kind of off schedule on how I wanted our lesson to go. However, whether my patience is thin or whether it's not there, you have to be patient with piano lessons and with children. You know, it's a lot of stuff to retain, it's a lot of stuff to learn. But her mom, God, like, jeez, lady, that's gonna make the entire lesson go left. It's if you are a piano teacher, you understand sometimes it's difficult to get the children to pay attention. Once you got their attention, you try to keep it as long as you can. You try not to be too assertive, especially when they're beginners, to the point where they just shut down if they're not getting it or if it's not moving fast enough. That's the number one